CMPRadio.net. It's the station.
You tapped in, no filter, no fluff, real rap every time. Yeah, we talking about health, from the boardroom moves to the barbershop facts. We keep it 100, never turning our backs. Mine sharp like a suit with the fade on point. Every convo cut deep, this ain't just for the joint. It's the culture, the hustle, the game and the grind. You looking for truth, then you came to the right line. Keeping it 100, facts versus feelings. Keeping it 100, truth with no ceilings. Keeping it 100, no cap, just vision. We speak it, we live it, your health is our mission. Keeping it 100, facts versus feelings. Keeping it 100, truth with no ceilings. Keeping it 100, no cap, just vision. We speak it, we live it, your health is our mission.
Welcome to Keeping It 100, where we have these open and honest conversations that make sure you have every single thing you need to take good care of your health. I am your host, Dr. Kristen Motley. I am joined by the incomparable
You already
G.
know.
Meek Jr.
I made it. I'm here.
Hey, G.
Hey, Doc. Good evening.
P didn't think I was going to start without you.
Oh, well.
We was going to start without you and then just welcome you in when you arrived to the stage.
Nah, I made it.
You made it. You made it. It's all good. Holidays coming up. You busy with the holidays?
Not
Doing a lot
really.
of shopping?
Not really, Doc. I'm kind of taking a page out your book.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Tell me more. How have I inspired
you
you?
inspired me when you just said, how gifts are being given throughout the year, and you just embrace each other. I'm kind of you save money that way, you know.
Save money.
Yes, Doc.
It's like we have everything we need. What are we buying exactly?
Right.
What are we buying?
And what are we buying into the hoopla for? It's just like too much.
Yeah.
So
I need my money in my bank account,
Right.
or doing something
right.
that's not just buying stuff that we don't need.
Right.
So yeah. How does your family and loved ones feel about that approach?
Well, they don't know yet. Yeah. They will find out shortly.
That might be a problem.
I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping, but I'm just not a big fan of it.
I feel you. I'm proud to say, for the gifts that I'm giving, I'm like almost done, and that is unheard of because I am a heavy Amazon, order it, show up the next day or in a few hours. But I have banned Amazon and Target and Walmart as of February, so I haven't done any. I don't shop there no more at none of them places, and I still got my shopping done.
I'm proud of you, Doc, because you really stayed. You stayed like on point.
They not get my money.
Like you really stayed, and I mean, you was ordering Amazon. We was ordering all our stuff for the show, for our tables, and you still making it happen.
Of course, they will never get another dollar from me ever again.
Right.
And we got grant money to spend on all kind of amazing things.
Right.
And guess who won't get it?
Right.
Amazon, Walmart, or Target. Y'all will not, or Home Depot.
Home
Depot. Y'all gotta go to Lowe's.
Oh, I didn't know.
And Home Depot is right across the street from my house, so it's convenient. I gotta go all the way down the street to Lowe's now, but I go down to Lowe's. Yeah. It's not as convenient, but nah, because we not doing that.
Shout out to Doc.
Y'all ain't gonna treat my people any kind of way and think I'm gonna just
and
cool
still
with
get
it.
my money.
No, not at all. But so even though I can't shop as conveniently as I used to, I was still able to get the stuff that I needed to get for the people. I'm very excited about that.
Okay.
Bilal birthday coming up next week. So his birthday is 2
Bilal.
days before. Shout out to Bilal. His birthday is 2 days before Christmas. So yes, a December Capricorn, and apparently that's completely different than the January Capricorn. I've heard all about it. Oh, I forgot. You Monday.
Oh,
Happy
yeah.
birthday. Shout out to Uncle P.
Y'all trying to come in here and record y'all podcast on a Monday.
Are we coming Monday? Oh, we are pre-recording.
Yeah, we are.
Because Christmas next week, we're not going to be here next week. So you got to be on your birthday?
Unless you do it via.
We're going to do it virtual.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You still got to
Early-
work on
early
your birthday, though.
I should have done Leslie.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Early present.
But let me say thank you for being willing to accommodate the show on your birthday.
You gonna make me cry. You say
No.
what you have. You feel me?
Okay.
You put,
Take it, Doc, please.
health
Just take
at
the
the
flowers. Accept them.
right? I'm taking my blood pressure medicine every day.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
You made it possible for me to even have insurance when I had a job and was making too much money to even have insurance.
I feel you.
So I thank you, and like I said, when you call, I show up.
That's true. Even on your birthday. I appreciate that. And let me give you another shout out because you didn't complain about it. I didn't even know. And that's customer service that I've been talking about. That's the customer service from the broadcast journalist I'm talking about.
Right.
Time of year. So happy birthday.
That's all I get.
What time of year?
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
definitely gonna complain.
That's awesome. Thank you for doing that for me. I appreciate that. But we will go virtual on Monday. Absolutely.
Okay.
What else I wanted to mention? I think that's it.
Oh, I gotta say, happy birthday to my guy, C's.
Is his birthday
Yeah.
today?
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
C's.
C's.
Oh, that's great.
The brother, he's one of the brothers.
Happy birthday, C's. Enjoy it with your family and your loved ones. You deserve it. Want to remind the audience about our blood pressure program. We are still recruiting for a January blood pressure program to make sure that you are taking care of your blood pressure. So if you have high blood pressure, you should definitely sign up. You get a free blood pressure monitor. You get a free coach. You get free nutrition sessions. We're going to throw in some exercise classes, cooking demos, some extra bonuses this round. So please sign up. And you can sign up by going to our website, healtheducated.org, and sign up for the blood pressure program. It's free.
Yeah. I did it.
Oh, G did it too.
I went through.
Tell us about
Got
it.
my blood pressure monitor. Your coach calls you throughout the week. You do your own blood pressure readings. It just makes you think about, all the things you eat. So I was really being conscious. So it was exciting to watch it go down.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You taking your medicine?
Yes, every day.
Every day with
the
orange
orange juice. See?
Every day with orange juice.
Every day.
Let's go.
Yeah, every day.
Good job.
Take mine every day with chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll water.
Oh wow.
We gonna have a water episode.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what chlorophyll water is.
I got the essential waters.
Mm.
I just dropped some chlorophyll in there. Not chloroform, chlorophyll.
PHYL. Yeah, so we're gonna have a water episode because George asked about spring water and tap
Yeah,
water and all the
people.
differences, and I don't know. So we're
Right.
gonna bring in a dietitian.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about the different waters because there's another alkaline water that people do.
Cause I be thinking they just
Essentia is
putting water in the bottles and just putting names on it.
They could.
And making us think that
We
it's
gonna
so
find out.
different, and it all could be Schuylkill,
Yeah,
you know,
not Schuylkill.
or Delaware River. You know
Not
what I'm saying?
Schuylkill.
Kids some clean water, right?
Oh yeah,
They be selling like if anything happens and you don't have any clean water to drink, you can grab dirty water and put it in here and shake it up. And
I don't want
pour it
that.
back out.
Mm.
It comes out 100% clean.
I don't want that.
It's not brown like it was.
right.
I definitely don't want that.
You want mineral waters. The more minerals are in your water, the better it is for you.
I want water to come out clean.
Right.
I don't
I
wanna have
definitely
to
don't
do no
want to
kick.
see. I don't want to have to
And
shake
then
it
it
up
look
and then
like-
it just.
I
Oh
don't want
look,
that.
no, thank you.
I want that water.
Nah,
Move the dirt.
I don't want to see the process. That's
I
all
need
I'm
to come out
saying.
clean and be safe when it come out the faucet.
Right. Right.
All right, let's hop in a couple little news things. I am all this environmental stuff is coming up, and I don't know if it was always there and I wasn't paying attention, probably. But I did see a story recently about lead in cinnamon, and this comes up from time to time. So there was a contamination of a cinnamon product that was sold in stores throughout Washington State, so the other side of the country. The FDA did a recall on these Devi, DEVI brand cinnamon powder products because they have been contaminated with lead. So just be aware and be conscious of FDA recalls. And this specific spice comes up from time to time with lead in the products because it's in the soil where the products are growing, and so it'll show up if the manufacturers aren't testing the soil. So just I don't know if it is, but oftentimes when spices are not made in the United States and they are shipped in, they could contain contaminants like lead. But I don't know if this is made in the U.S. or not. So just, be conscious of what you're buying. You definitely have a better chance of non-contamination if it's made in the United States. It's not free. I mean, it's not 100% guarantee, but there's not the same regulations in other countries as it is here.
I can tell it's not made in America because of what's under the word Debbie. Best from the nature.
Thank you.
Wow.
Let's just go on to the next
Right.
story.
It's definitely not American
I'm gonna
talk.
go on to the next story. The next story is the Affordable Care Act funding. So it is looking like people who are on the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, Marketplace, insurance rates are going to go up significantly because the government, the people that this country voted to lead us, decided not to extend the subsidies that are helping to keep the costs down. So be mindful that if you are on one of those plans, you could see your insurance premium double or triple, and they're already expensive for a lot of people. So we you just gotta know who you're putting in office, who you're putting to represent you, and when you don't vote, who you're allowing to represent you, because it is having it. I mean, it can always have devastating consequences, but I feel like we're kind of seeing it more than we may have in the past, and so I don't even know what to say. It's gonna cause problems.
And we're also seeing it in so many different places. Like it's affecting us in places that it didn't affect us before.
Yeah,
So
they just putting their hands on everything,
Right.
And it's unnecessary. It's embarrassing, actually.
Right.
Another piece of news which is interesting is that schools are looking. Well, number one, Australia is passed a law to ban all social media for kids 16 and younger.
What you mean inside at the school?
I mean, in their lives.
Oh wow! So the whole country is banning social media use.
16 and under.
Wow.
16 and under, which is a big deal. They're the first country.
To take a stand, basically.
Wait, Australia. I'm having a moment. Is that a continent or a country? I think it's a continent. Australia? Australia
You can look
is
it up, but I'm going with country.
Jessica. Australia. Wait, Australia is a continent, right? They can't be a continent. I don't know.
It's a country because they represent, like, in the Olympics. Don't they have a team in the Olympics? Australia. Yes.
Oh, it's a country?
Yes.
All right, it's a country.
Oh, it's a continent. Okay.
I don't know.
Like America.
Never mind. We're not going to get
Okay.
into it.
North America.
I think it is a continent, but they have a ban across the continent on social media for people 16 and younger. It's going.
Wow.
It's a done deal, and they have a list of, I think, 16 apps that will be banned: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and it just goes on. Some stuff I never heard of. And so they are taking a stand because social media is dangerous, especially in developing brains. you can't sort real from fake, and it's just too much.
Right, but I wonder how they are going to
Enforce it.
govern that.
So they're putting the requirement on the requirement is for the app to make sure that the users are above the age of 16.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be on the app to do that.
Wow.
The other thing that's happening in in Pennsylvania, get my geography's crazy. In Pennsylvania, they are moving along on a bill to block cell phone use in schools across the whole state. So they're moving that along.
I don't care.
And that's important. That is
Yeah,
important
'cause
because
when I
these
worked in
phones
that
are
school-
a distraction. And y'all worked in schools.
Right. Oh man,
I just can't even imagine how anybody is getting anything done.
that was our enemy. That was our enemy.
And that's the last year. That's
They was
crazy.
even getting calls from their mom.
Mom calling
The
you
mom-
good.
Right.
The excuse
What you
is-
eat? What you eat? What y'all doing?
The excuse is
Not what y'all doing.
the shootings that happen in schools.
Yeah.
And my rebuttal is, when was it ever a black school? So why are you concerned with that?
I mean, it is a fear, and so it's a valid concern because it's your child, and if you don't deal with, I mean, we could talk to our therapist on the line about that because I feel like there is some fear and anxiety that parents just have just being a parent. And when you see things happen on the news, you feel like, okay, this could happen to my child. I don't want that to happen. You're
So
just
the
so
cell
nervous. So you got to figure out
phone-
how to work through that. I don't know.
Well, it's traumas from the parent,
Yeah,
right? And they're giving it to their child,
possibly.
right? But if you've never lived through that, like a school shooting in your area, if you never worried about somebody coming into the school and shooting the school up, that has never happened, as far as I can recollect, in a black area. I've never known somebody to go into the school with a gun and shoot. Now, outside of the school is different,
After school,
but in the school,
not during school day.
no.
Yeah, I know. It's
that's-
complicated, but these kids don't need phones in school.
They
don't
don't.
need phones in school.
They don't.
I was teaching a class this summer, 18 to 24-year-olds. So these are adults, and I'm teaching, and they keep saying "ha," and I'm like, "What do you mean, ha? Why don't you hear what I'm saying?" And they got headphones in, and it earpods in, and I'm like, if you see me teaching, why your volume up that you can't hear me?
Why would my volume be down? Why would you think I would care?
I was like, yo, this is wild. I am not repeating myself. You either gonna pay attention or you not.
Teachers feel the way they feel,
Right.
Ooh, this is, and y'all adults.
Right.
and have been doing that for at least the last 6 years.
Oh my gosh, that is wild. That is wild. So anywho, I would love to see this ban go through because these children are way too distracted, and they need some time to learn. When are they going to learn?
Right.
If they in their phones all day, when they gonna learn and how they gonna learn? So looking to see that get passed and move that along, and we're gonna have to help the moms and the dads with the stress and anxiety around if their child is safe. Like we're gonna have to help with that and find some other ways to help them cope. But their kids cannot be in school on the phones all day. That's just not acceptable.
No, I totally agree.
Awesome. I'm glad we can agree on that. All right, so let's bring in our special guest for today, Christopher Brown. He is a licensed professional counselor and is the CEO of Full Being Services, a wellness collective in Philadelphia. He specializes in providing qualitative wellness to people, organizations, and community. He also has extensive experience in mental health, overseeing both school-based and outpatient programs, as well as child and adult crisis programs. He is also part of the 988 initiative. So we could talk about that a little bit. But Chris, welcome to the show. I don't know if you've been on before, but you have shown up in Chester for me a few times. You spoke at our men's event, the Gig Summit at Harris that we did in 2023. Did an awesome job there, and at the Healthier You conference the year prior. So thanks for always showing up, Chris, for Chester and all my peeps.
Thank you. Appreciate the invite. Always appreciate being able to contribute and be a part of a larger discussion. So thank you.
Of course, of course. So today we are talking men and mental health. I know George is hype about that because he always wants to talk about mental health. It's important to him, and glad to at least have a topic for the fellas today.
Brothers, exactly.
But I just
What's
want to
going on,
start
Chris?
off. Oh yeah.
How you doing, Mr. Brown?
Good. How are you?
All right. Good to have you. Good to have you.
Thank you.
I just want to start off by asking very general, like, what is therapy? Like when people say, do you go to therapy? Are you in therapy? What is a therapy session? What does it entail? What does it look like?
Yeah, so therapy it's a defined space where, it doesn't have to be one-on-one. It could be couples. It could be family as in, kids, parents, siblings. But it's a defined space where you have a professional with some level of education, training, skill, being able to set a stage for you to be vulnerable in a non-judgmental, accepting space that can also challenge you. But it sets the environment for processing, healing, growth, reflection, all that.
Thank you. So when I think of therapy, I just think of what I have seen on TV, like a person in a chair with a notepad and a couch. Is that what it looks like in your office, Chris?
I do have a couch.
So, there is a couch involved.
Yeah, I do have a couch. Yeah. I do have some notepads, although I don't really use them anymore. But yeah, really, it's less about the aesthetics. You want people to be comfortable, and you want to be comfortable yourself as a therapist. But yeah, it's more about intentionality with the space and having certain boundaries and expectations. So, any relationship, there's some level of give and take. Some relationships maybe take a lot more than others or than you're comfortable with, but, you share something, someone else shares, and, there's this collective, reaction, and then, someone else shares their story and you listen to them. But this is all about whoever the client's experience. Right? It's their time. And the therapist isn't intruding with their life experiences. They're not intruding with, all right, well, my turn. They're not even giving advice, but really listening with open ear, professional ear, warm, caring ear, and helping people work through, anything from their darkest, deepest, most embarrassing, shameful moments to just being able to find the joy in what they're doing.
That's awesome. I feel like therapy for men, especially for Black men, has the conversation and the interest have grown tremendously over the last, 5 or 6 years or so. I don't know. What have you seen, or what do you think in terms of the time frame, or have y'all been talking about it, or?
It definitely increased. We are being more open. We just have to reprogram our mindset. I think that's what's really prompting more men to seek therapy. So we were already trained to be a man in a certain way, in a certain form, and therapy definitely wasn't a part of any solutions or not even be able to open up to anyone. So it's definitely more, it's definitely a thing now for Black men, but it's still some pending issues, I believe. Right.
Chris, what do you think in terms of the shift?
Yeah, there's so much more awareness right now. And, look where we are. This country, just a history of just dehumanizing Black bodies, Black men. Not being able to tap into our emotional experiences. because there's so much emphasis just on survival, being used as objects, not being able to be appreciated for who we are, but what we can provide, So with that, I mean, there's so much more awareness of mental health in Black men. There's also, I mean, you look at traditional masculinity and how that's been superimposed on, like African American culture, with that, just the separation from, Afrocentric culture, at least West African culture, and, how emotions and masculinity and femininity are looked at very differently. So it's so, there's so much more awareness now and openness now, just information that's available, but also it's a testament to just all the craziness that's going on in the world today. It's going on in our society. I mean, there was a time where I felt, people could just, push politics to the side and say, this has nothing to do with me, but it's like, if you're not doing politics, it's going to do you. And so there's geopolitics, there's everything that's happening in the world around us. And there's so much of us have such a lack of a sense of control, what's going on around us, but also internally. So, yeah, there is a lot more information, a lot more awareness, and there is an underscored importance to manage or to address, to have some awareness of what your internal experience is.
That makes sense. That awareness piece. I mean, I can see how it has progressed from it not being a conversation to now it is, because it's, and plus we were already talking about on social media a little bit. It's just in your face much more than it had been before, which is a good thing for us. And you talked about masculinity, and we hear the term toxic masculinity. What is toxic masculinity?
Yeah, I mean, when I hear the term toxic masculinity, I think of very warped views of what a man should be, and kind of reinforcing that viewpoint and holding others accountable to that. All right. So, there's lack of emotional intelligence, like needing to be aggressive, putting your own needs first, not being vulnerable, right? All these things that are counterintuitive to the full human experience. So, yeah, and that just that whole concept of toxic masculinity, fits very nicely right under traditional masculinity. And so, I mean, for us as Black men, it's, we have to redefine what we think masculinity is. Like, what is a helpful view of masculinity? What is a way that aligns with a way that resonates with us as people, with the direction that we want to see our kids grow in? How we want to see our communities thrive. It's like, just because certain expectations have been laid out for us or superimposed on us, it doesn't mean that we have to follow those expectations. Like, we don't have to live up to stereotypes. We don't have to follow into, these pathways that have been outlined that only lead to our destruction.
Mm-hmm. But I imagine it's challenging for men to shift their way of thinking to adapt to what you're suggesting for them, which would be, is ideal. But when you've been ingrained with a certain way of life, how to handle things, how to show up, how to look, how do you peel back from that? How do you go in another direction?
Yeah, it's definitely not easy. I mean, it's not an individual task either. It's community, right? Mm-hmm. Like, none of us can do this on our own. We're finding systems much larger than us and have very well funded and have been around, decades longer than our lifetime. So, it's beyond one person. But, where's our community builders? Where's our community healers? Right? How are we taking care of each other and looking out for each other in a way that, promotes safety for us? Right? Like emotionally, physically, even physically, in our communities. So it's not an individual task. It's a collective task. And, you mentioned social media earlier, and, social media can be used for some really positive things. There are good messages on social media, but it can also be very distracting, and it can also be very divisive. And, algorithms can be used to cause division, but it can also be used, with some intentionality to promote community, to promote like minds kind of coming together and supporting each other and creating spaces for openness and healing and connection.
I love that. And I love how you said it's going to take all of us. Like, it's not just on one man to change. It's about the community to change and respond together. And it just goes back to the adage, it's like it takes a village. So it's like no one is by themselves with it. We all have to do this together.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's not an individual task. And I think, speaking about Black men particularly, so many Black men carry burdens alone. Like, they either don't have or don't feel like they have or don't recognize that they have people to kind of share aspects of that burden with, or at least without kind of experiencing some level of shame or embarrassment, connected with it. And, there is a mental health crisis for Black men. I mean, and Black people in general, have like the highest rising suicide rate, in the country. And that, being Black used to be a protective factor against suicide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, that community building, like we can't be alone with this. This is so much bigger than us.
That's so true. Speaking of that, you are part of the 988 initiative. Can you talk about what that is?
Yeah, so 988 was basically the mental health 911. And it's, being rolled. I don't know what stages it's in now. It's something that I worked on in some of the beginning stages in PA, overseeing some of the crisis programs connected with it for both children and adults. But really, it's groundbreaking in the sense that, if there is a mental health crisis or emergency, you're not calling police officers who may be untrained or may be responding much more aggressively or with deadly force. You're responding with professionals who are trained to address certain crises so that they don't escalate, so that someone who may be struggling can get connected with the resources or supports that they need. Hopefully staying in their community, but if they need to be removed temporarily, that could be an option as well. And so no matter where you are in the country, 988, and you can get access to these type of resources in different states, different cities, depending on their population, their makeup, their funding. They have different types of programs on that 988 continuum. So it's not, square pegs and round holes. It's really individualized, or supposed to be individualized to meet the need of the person in crisis.
That's amazing. So anyone that's having any kind of mental health breakdown, have questions, need help, thinking about suicide, depressed, feeling anxious, whatever may be happening, you dial 988 and you get help. So it's the 911 for mental health, 988, anywhere in the country.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And so I don't know where the rollout is. There's obviously some places that are much more advanced and prepared with that rollout than others. Some states may be participating more fully in it, or at least have, more funding allocated to it currently, or at least staffing in certain programs than others. But the ultimate goal is that is a nationwide web of mental health resources, so that, to make that accessible for people in crisis.
Awesome. What do you think about, Jay?
This is a big topic for me because, some things I'm experiencing, but I just think a big part of mental health for Black men is the vulnerability. We all kind of suffer with that. And actually a lot of it of our mental health issues start when we're young. So it could come from like the community, the way we see men, or the men in our family, or even the women. Like I had went through a therapy session not too long ago, and he was saying something like mommy issues. You know how females have daddy issues? Like mommy issues came up. So it was just like, it's just deep. We all suffer like in some type of form from the way we were raised. So good and bad. But I'm just thinking about the vulnerability part. Like that's kind of where we got to start maturing and start finding a place and actually start being around the right people. You know what I'm saying? That's what's really helping me. Like along with your mental health and with the therapy, it's who you surround yourself around.
I think that's a bell ringer right there.
Yeah.
It's your circle.
Yeah. So what you think about that, Chris?
Yeah, no, I mean it's insightful. You know, I mean, yeah, anything. You know, I'm a proponent of anything that helps connect us further.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, what that looks like can be different for different people, different communities. But you know, the more positive connections that we have with each other, like the healthier we can be.
Right.
Yeah, those connections are important. But G, shout out to you for going back to therapy.
Oh yeah.
It's important.
Yeah, I mean, and it's actually we always can we just compare therapy to only when you're going through something, but it's just healthy just to talk to your therapist. I mean, I used to see it on TV all the time, and it would just be like a regular thing, like a regular appointment, like a check-in. So as opposed to just when something's so wrong, you can still be going to therapy like just throughout your life regularly.
That is so true. That's one of the things I always say. I say everyone needs God and everybody needs a therapist because life is hard.
Mm-hmm.
You just need both all the time because getting through life is hard. And I love what you said about just having a therapist regularly, not waiting until something goes wrong. I know in my relationship with Bilal, we was going through a rough patch a number of years ago, and that's when we started going to therapy. And it didn't fix the things. We had to work on the things. But through that, it helped me realize that we should just be in therapy all the time.
Right.
So we don't need to wait until something is wrong, but just stay in therapy. And so I completely agree with that because you just need God and a therapist. You could get through life with those two.
Right. Can't go wrong with those resources.
You will not lose. You will absolutely not lose. Chris, what can men do, like a small step? Like what is one thing they could do to prioritize their mental health?
Yeah, I think one thing men can do is actually express themselves. Like talk with someone, express their emotions. When they're upset. Like find a listening ear. And not saying that that's easy for everyone, but not to bottle things up. Connect with somebody and express yourself when you're going through your rough patches. We're not meant to carry these burdens alone, and so a lot of men have trouble finding people that they feel safe sharing with. So if you're having difficulty finding someone safe to kind of express yourself with, I mean, I think it's a good opportunity to reflect who is safe sharing things with you, right? So it's like, can you start to kind of cultivate that, being able to, be vulnerable with the people in your circle that you care about, and being able to, share and be open and not carry burdens alone.
I like that because that just goes back to what you said earlier, just finding a community, being in community.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of the ways to address this is to be in community. And G, you said something earlier. What did you say earlier about talking to somebody, or it was a point that you made too that was like community oriented and just being vulnerable.
Right.
You talked about that. And so expressing yourself, it sounds like is important, and I know that's so hard for us. I mean, it's hard for everybody.
Right.
It's not just men. It's hard for everybody because you don't want to be vulnerable, but you need to be in order to get the healing that you need, and to help take that load off.
Right. And a lot of men are scared to be unsuccessful. Like, success is a big part of black men. Like, we thrive on it. Even the kids, all the kids want to be like a big star, or that's the only way they can see themselves, being accepted. Even the kids that like make it to the NBA, the first thing they want to do is buy their mom a home. So it's a mentality that comes with us from youth. Mm-hmm. So to just be successful, and then say if you're not, so then you beat yourself up. So if you don't have the right people around you, or you might have the people push you to do negative things to be successful. So we just plagued with it's deep. Like, we probably have to continue this conversation because this conversation is deep and it goes back. And then if you look at all the fathers that was on TV, you could just see the different variations of the black man, like James Evans. Like, he was always, going through something, family issues. He was losing his job. They was in the projects. Then you see like Carl Winslow or somebody, like he was a police officer and his family was so different. Mm-hmm. So it's like, all that stuff affects our mental health, and it's like a version of our, like, who we are.
That's true.
Yeah.
Art imitates life, or does light imitate art?
Right.
That's the question, but that's the images we saw growing up.
Right.
And so that does play a part. I mean, I think that we know that the Cosby Show was so revolutionary because of that family and having two professional parents leading the household and, all that came with that. That was revolutionary for us.
Right.
And so it does make a difference what you see. I was going to say something else about the point you made, but I'm having brain fog today. But I did want to ask you, Chris, to wrap up, what can a loved one, family member, friend, partner do to help a man in their life toward their mental health journey? Like, what could they do or say to help them along their journey to good mental health?
Yeah, I would say at the very most basic thing you can do is a real check-in. Like, how are you? But the long version, right? Not the short, I'm fine, brush it off, I'm good. It is what it is. How are you really? Like, a real check-in, and just listen. No judgments, no advice, no over-talking, just listening ear for a real check-in. And that's the most basic thing that anybody can do. And it might be really, really enlightening what you learn and how you hear about, some of the burdens that people carry. But anyone can do that.
That's really good advice. And we talked about this before on the show, the fact that I am not a good listener. I just want to problem solve. And I struggle with that. So when Bilal was like, this is what happened, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, you do this, and this. He was like, I just need you to listen. I don't need no solutions. I'm like, well, why? Like, I just can't sit here and listen to problems and not do anything with them. And so I continue to struggle in that area. But I'm glad that you reminded me that people just need listeners. And so that is a good reminder that I have to remember to just... Ain't nobody asked you to hit that bell. I have to remember to just listen. Just listen. I don't need to solve the problem.
Right. And we do need that kind of audience. Like, it's a big thing if you want him to increase and build with you and grow. It's a thing, though, Doc. Seriously.
I agree, because he gets really annoyed because I'm just trying to problem solve. But in my mind, I don't understand how I can sit here and listen to problems and they just stay problems. That doesn't make sense to me. But I am a work in progress.
Right. Okay.
I'm getting there.
Aren't we all?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And I think one thing that could really help, one thing that really helps is just sometimes just asking permission first, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
can I give you a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hear a suggestion? Like, can I tell you about the time that happened to me? Right? Maybe they don't. That tends to open people up to be more receptive to hearing, other, solutions, ideas, strategies, or maybe they just need a listening ear. But if you ask permission, then you're giving them that power.
That's that licensed professional counselor I'm talking about.
I like that.
That was good, Chris. Thank you so much. Now, how can our viewers get in contact with you?
Yeah, so they can contact me, Full Being Services. That's our website. You can Google it, Full Being Services, and we're on IG at full_being_services. On LinkedIn, same thing, Full Being Services. Y'all can message us, IG, LinkedIn, or go to the website, hit up the contact page. So, find us online. And thank you for having me.
Perfect. So that's Full Being, like FULL Being Services.
Yep. Full, like full stomach, being like human being, services.
Got you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us today,
Thank you.
Chris. We appreciate you. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. That was good. We gotta take care of our black men. Yeah. Y'all are kings. Y'all are kings. So we wanted to take care of you, and we want y'all to take care of yourselves. We all gonna do it together.
Just gotta
it's not
mean
on
it.
one group.
Just gotta show it. We just need y'all to show up, cause we hear kings all the time. I hear kings. You're a king. You're a king.
Y'all are.
Right. Well,
I mean, I didn't make that appointment.
not at all. But I'm just saying, it's like
Y'all are. We.
I
just
just
gotta
know,
be in community.
speaking on behalf of probably every black man, you might not feel like that all the time.
But you have to show it too.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I get it, right? For years, I was always saying I was sorry,
Mm-hmm.
right? But my actions didn't show it.
Right.
You feel me?
Wow.
So now that now that I understand that, and my mother's not here anymore either, so I'm not going to get that unconditional love.
Right.
I'm going to get love based on what I show.
Mm.
You feel me? So now
Right.
I got to show up.
Right.
That's how I'm looking. Now I got to. It was fun,
Right.
but now I got to show up for real.
Right.
You feel me? And I can't show up to you if you didn't already beat me down. Not to say I don't love you,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no way I can possibly be lifted up if you
Right.
already beat me down. Who's going to pick up something they dropped on the floor and stepped on?
Right.
I'm not picking it up and putting it in my mouth.
Right.
Right? So we're cool.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But I gotta keep moving forward. Right?
Right.
And I can show that I can be better for somebody else. No, you didn't train me to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I learned this already. Right? It's time for me to show it.
Wow.
That's a bell.
Okay. It is a bell.
That's a ringer.
Yeah.
That's a ringer right there. Thanks, P.
Oh my guy.
Last reminder for the evening. Remember, if you have high blood pressure, sign up for a free blood pressure program. You can visit healtheducated.org to sign up. If you need insurance, what's the day? Oh, y'all done missed the January 1st deadline. But if you still need insurance, it's not too late to sign up for the Affordable Care Act. You can sign up by January 15th to get coverage starting February 1st. And unfortunately, the premiums are going to be higher because Congress did not pass the subsidy to extend the subsidies. And so they
Sad.
I can't make any sense of it.
It's money.
That still doesn't make any sense because then people are still going to be sick and it's going to cost them more money to take care of them later.
It's not going to cost them more money.
It will cost them more money.
It's not
It
going to
will.
cost those.
Depending on what their investments are in. It's going to cost them. It's going to cost us. It's going to cost taxpayers. It's going to cost.
Yeah, the bottom half.
It's
Right.
going to cost. It's going to cost. It just don't make sense. It makes no sense at all. But hey, this is the country we live
Stop
in.
paying taxes and just walk off the grid. You feel me? What they gonna do? Gonna send me to jail?
Where they gonna find me? You gotta find me first.
Find me first.
You ain't gonna find me is Walmart, Target, or Amazon. So don't look there for me because that's not where I'm gonna be. I get my stuff from wherever else, and it's not easy, and it costs more money, and it's annoying. It's not convenient, but I ain't got no choice. You gotta do what you gotta do. Everybody had to make the best decision for them. I am fortunate
I salute you for
that I can drive a couple more miles, and I don't have time, so it takes more time because now I can't just shop online. But hey, that's all right.
What about Macy's? You can still shop at Macy's?
Are they on the list? Are they on? Are we boycotting Macy's?
List. What's the boycott?
So what is the boycott again, Doc, before we get off?
I don't have an official list. I just know
What we boycotting
it's
for?
Amazon because we just holding our money because these people don't rock with melanated skinned people.
But we've already
They
known that.
so we just holding. I'm holding my money. You don't. Nobody else has to do anything.
Listen, I just want to know.
But
Somebody
when
wanna
they
know.
rolling back on DEI, when they're not
Oh, yeah.
advancing policies and practices that benefit us, when they're supporting political groups that are clearly against anything that would benefit our people, you just gotta put your foot down somewhere. And my little $2 ain't gonna do nothing to them, and that's okay. But I'm just
Where to
not.
buy my diapers and my daughter's bath soaps and that's Walmart and Target. So show me a place where I can buy all this stuff, and I'll go to those places and give them my money.
Support,
But
right?
until you give me
I mean, I started getting my extra care coupons at CVS. You go to Walmart. You can go to the grocery store. I mean, Walgreens. My bad. Walgreens. Walgreens has I don't know if they. Walgreens has shown up. They have shown up.
Okay.
They have shown up. They have shown up. That's a whole nother issue.
Right.
That's a whole different show. I discovered Kohl's recently. I never shopped at Kohl's, but I just can't. I have nowhere else to go. I walked in Kohl's. Kohl's got Kohl's Cash. I get rewards and I feel like they paid me to shop there.
Yeah.
Kohl's is the bomb. All these years, I'm like, I don't go to Kohl's. Not that T-shirt. No, I do too, and I've just been shopping there for the last month, and I just can't believe that all these years I've been driving past Kohl's, and I feel like they paid me to shop there. I remember Clover. Really?
Oh, well, okay.
Didn't realize that. A little rebranding, a little switcheroo. All right, y'all, we closing out.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good evening. We will see you next week for a pre-recorded Christmas Eve show, and so check that out. That's gonna be good. Peace.
Keep it 100.
Keeping it 100, truth with no ceilings. Keeping it 100, no cap, just vision. We speak it, we live it. Your health is our mission.